And we get grace backwards. There's this comedy skit that I saw by Key and Peele, and the sketch is like this. There are two bank robbers, and they are discussing with each other, what is the best way to rob this bank? And one of the robbers turns to the other and says, I got it. You know, I've planned for a long time. I've figured out the best way to rob this bank. And so he says, first, what we're going to do is we are going to write resumes. And then we're going to submit them to the bank. After that, we're going to interview them and we're going to pretend to get to know them, right? And once we get to know them, they're going to hire us. And when we're on the inside, then we're going to work there. 9 to 5 days a week for 20 years. And then after that, we're going to get away with the bank's money. We're going to have so much of their money. And the bank robber turns to this guy and he says, that's just getting a job. That's just working for the bank. You're not stealing any. And I think sometimes we kind of get grace backwards like that. We start kind of viewing it as like, oh yeah, you know, God said you can get this for free. God says, I've done everything for you in Jesus. But we're kind of like, oh, but what if I go back in and I try to do this thing where I think I'm living in grace, but we kind of change it and we've missed the point. You see, this relationship that we have with God, adoption, the first provision is basically this. You're in this family, and it's not your own doing. It is God's doing in your life. God adopts us into his family because he wants us to experience his grace and love first.